Hello there folks, Cinnamon Squirrel here and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a happy day and doing well. Today we are back in Medieval Dynasty and headed off to do a bit of adventuring this time. If at any point you find yourself enjoying the video, then stick that like button with the pointy end and jab those subscribe and bell buttons so that you don't miss any future content. And let me know what you think of today's adventures down in that comment section. Okay folks, arm yourselves with a comfy sweater or a blanket, a beverage of choice, and maybe a snack, and sit back, relax, and join me as we explore a bit and see where the day takes us. Actually, the home's that way, so... But yeah, I think once we get these next two little quest bites out of the way, I know it's been a lot of dialogue and I'm sorry for that. Wait a minute. You mean that... Oh, goodness sake. I could have had the... You know what? Never mind. Let's just... Ooh, it's going to take us into the next season. Let's see what happens. So we've moved from spring to summer. I like the little avatars they have for each season, actually. Oh, saving. Which, by the way, is a good reminder to save our game. Here we go. Back. Resume. And if we're doing that, we do not need the torch. And out we go. Back to get the next little legs of our quests. And we're in summer now, so hopefully...
This is what greed can bring us to. We don't want to part with our possessions, even when they're far too heavy to bear.
Okay. Oh, how cool.
The worst thing about this time of year are mosquitoes.
Goodness, I don't have much in here. Right. Actually, let's track Mr. Unighost so that we can get this over and done with. No, not the right people.
Smells divine.
This man is a tricksy little man. He, What? How does it go from... this seems a little bit bugged, I'm not sure, but like the location stuff seems to be a little bit warped. More geese. Okay. There you are. My goodness. Here. The valley is treating me nicely so far. How are you getting settled? Okay. It's wonderful, Wesemere, but you come at a poor time. My duties as a castellan await me. Doing everything alright? Yeah. So I'm not sure, to be honest. There's been a murder. Oh my god. I thought things like that wouldn't happen here too often. Great, it's not for the deceased, obviously, but excitement. There's that excitement and mystery the valley has been like. No. Because they don't. I'm just about to go to the crime scene and question the witness, and honestly, I don't know what to expect. I'm sure you'll take good care of the matter. Time will tell. Yes. Even it will break. Jokes aside, Rasimir, it's really a serious matter. I won't be able to share more stories with you at the moment, but I believe there's someone you should meet. His name is Sambor. He was one of us, the pack, I mean. Are you serious? He lives here in the valley. That's right. All of them do, actually. Here, I've marked Sambor's house on your map. You should pay him a visit. Great, I'll go there right away. Beware. So calling Sambor friendly is like calling being stung by a bee and the tip of your manhood pleasant. Oh, I'm sure you're exaggerating. He was part of the reminders, after all. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'll be on my way then. Okay. Where's Sambor? Oh, he's gonna be across the water, isn't he? Alright. You really do need to work on our stamina, though, because all of this, does M open a map? It does! Look at that. And we are in this place. That's where our trap is. That's where our little hut is. And that's where we need to go. Across the bridge we go then. Excellent. Chicory. Oh, that should be good. Wonder what chicory does in this game. Okay, so it's alphabetical. Reducing the feeling of hunger found in the wilderness during spring, summer, and autumn can be consumed or used for crafting. Excellent. Okay. Here we go. Wait a minute. Does it... I'm not seeing anything at the moment, but I imagine it highlights things. And it uses your stamina. Alright. I imagine soon though, potentially. Well, there's a dock, that'd be good to go fishing. Maybe this will unlock that somewhat, but... But oh... Right, he's that guy.
Oh, a new face. Great.
Let's go. You should go there. Supposedly there's someone in need of your assistance. Okay.
Nice talk.
Soundboard. Sorry, it's soundboard that we're... Oh, okay. Alright.
Hi.
Okay. So if the temperature is too low, you'll begin to lose health. If the temperature is too high, you will need to drink more water. To avoid it, it is necessary to dress appropriately for the weather, changing clothing to warmer ones, taking shelter, using torches, hand lanterns, or sitting by the fire can also help you stay warm. To survive the severe weather conditions, you can use potions or appropriate meals, which can be a lifesaver, especially at the beginning of the game. As for situations where you're overheated, change your outfit to a lighter one to cool down.
I should take some clothes off.
Off? I don't think so. Unless you want to be running around naked.
Aren't you boiling under all these clothes?
Well, what are you wearing? I don't know how to get lighter clothes.
Does talking to myself make me crazy?
Nah, it's the best way to get a good
I
answer.
should take some clothes off.
Right, let's find this guy. Wait a minute. That's the house, but the actual guy's out here, isn't he? How'd you just get back to walking? Oh yeah, okay, so you have to... Right, let's go. See if we can't get this quest line. I'm sorry, buddies. Successful flirting. Wow, okay. So this is going to be a requisite. That's fair, because it's part of the game to... It's part of the game to... Ooh, take that. Thank you. Take the leather. That's empty. Okay. Excellent. Let's go find this guy though, because I want to talk. I want to be able to get on to the next part. That's just the animal spot, it's not the actual thing. Has not been seen. There's a little encampment over there. Okay, come on. Let's find this guy. Shoot. No! Let's not overwrite the last one. Oh crap, we have to. Okay, but we do still have these autosaves, thankfully, so... I died. Alright, load. Hopefully it doesn't send us back too far. Oh, when your heir turns 7, a special event will take place. The choices you make during this adventure will influence his personality. That's cool. That, you know, the actions you take actually affects the raising of your child. Your relationship with the king affects your villager's mood and the amount of taxes you need to pay. Oh.
I'm boiling.
Oh, I don't know what you want me to do about this. Can't run around naked. None of it has great heat protection. But then if I take it off, is it temperature tolerance? I mean, it doesn't really take basic trousers. Okay, so the heat is going to have to be something that we planned for. I don't know if we want to go back over there then, because it's going to be the same result, isn't it? What? Hold on. Because this is after we killed the bunny. So... talk to Sambor. Talk to Nadir. And we're not tracking that quest anymore. So, it literally is just him. So we need to find him, but he's all the way... And we're pretty close to where this guy is. It's quite annoying that there's a wolf in the way. So this is a spot that they're at. Not that it's shown up yet. Okay. I wish I wish he would stop breathing like that because I can hear a wolf and I can hear them howling, but I need to keep going to get to this Sandberg guy. Okay, so it looks like we're actually going to be able to make it to this guy's house this time. Thankfully. Let's not approach someone.
Stupid trees.
Oh. Okay. Hi, buddies. I think you're lost, boy. Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb. Wait a second. Look me in the eye and stop shivering for crying out loud. Huh. Black and blue, you're Jordan's family, aren't you? Yes, my name is Ransomir. Rasimir, you must be Sambor. How do you know that? I was talking to Unigust and he told me that you were part of the Reminders as well. Part of what now? The pack. The one with Unigast and Jordan. I've never heard of this idiotic name in my life. Oh, sorry, maybe we've made I've made a mistake. You were called the Undying Fist. Oh my, that's so much worse. Now that's a whole lot better name. Sure. You're damn right it is. That's because I came up with it. Everyone loved it. No idea why Unigos lied to you like that. I'm sure he was just jealous of your creativity. Ha! Of course he was. And not only about that. Anyway, I would love to hear some stories about my uncle and the pack's adventures together. It's an amazing coincidence because I would love to spend my time telling the old tales by the crackling fire. Oh my, really? No, leave my property and forget where it is. Oh, come on. It'll only take a moment. A moment, really. Just tell me. What was my uncle like? How did you become part of the Undying Fist? And what did you do exactly as the pack? You don't know what we did. Unigos didn't get to that part yet. Alright. But be quiet and try to be less annoying. Where should I begin? Right. It all started when Jordan left his home. He was 18 at the time, if I remember correctly. That clever bastard was always too big of a fish for his birthplace, and he knew it. Left as soon as he could, but cleverness at such a young age always means two things: being arrogant and hot-headed. And this guy's going to be a talker. His plan was to set out on a big adventure. That's it. Pretty details, huh? A path like that is paved with skeletons of young idiots. Pleasant. But none of them was Jordan. Either way, he was wandering for days. Days soon turned into weeks and his rations into dust. He was useless as a hunter, back then at least, so berries and mushrooms was all he could get. So obviously he needed some coins. He came across a manor with orchards so vast they seemed like an ocean. Jordan managed to find some work there. A week of back-breaking labour had passed. His hands were covered with blisters, red skin from the scorching sun, knees pulsating from pain. I must say, you're really an amazing storyteller. I wasn't expecting that. Shut up! Do you want me to finish? Where was I? Alright. He was exhausted from all the strenuous work he did. He went to the lord of the manor with a smile on his face to collect his payment. His stomach was already full with the fantasies of all the delicious treats he was dreaming of buying, and all that was ruined by the hand of the lord holding a couple of lousy coins. Jordan was furious. That was merely a fraction of the pay he was supposed to acquire. He started shouting at the lord, demanding justice. Peasants were just flies to the lord, disgusting, replaceable insects. And what do you do with a fly which buzzes too loudly? Both of the lord's palms struck Jordan's ears with the strength of an ox. Jordan fell to the ground stunned, and the lord's guards threw him out of the manor like garbage, stealing that few pathetic coins while doing so. If I might add, it wasn't until evening when Jordan regained his hearing, and with it came a fervent thought of revenge. Your uncle was quite a capable fighter, and when I met him 10 years ago, but he wasn't back then. He knew the guards could massacre him if he only came close, so he needed to find another way to fulfill his revenge. Jordan was ambitious, but that hatred fueled him like nothing before. And what happened next? What came later was me becoming bored of his conversation. Go away. No way! You can't leave me like this. I can do whatever I want. Scram, I have a few things to do. What things? I'll do them for you. Anything you want. Just please tell me the whole story. Damn, you're annoying. Please, 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 please. Fine, just shut up already. Just say what needs to be done. You won't regret it. Wooden shovel. Okay, so here, grab the shovel. It's a piece of crap, but it'll do. There are clay deposits behind my house. Go there, dig up some clay for me. Clay, that's your pressing need. You have a pottery addiction or something. First of all, I don't need to explain myself to you, child. Secondly, it's for medical purposes, and that's the answer that will fully satisfy you. Got it? Whatever you say. Okay, so behind the house, I feel like we're gonna. Yeah, so let's save. Since we made it this time, thankfully. And then behind the house, there are clay deposits. Aha, with a shovel. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Shovel. Sure, why not? 1.
I should take some clothes off.
Oh, look at these. Deer figurines. No, I did just save it, so if I take these... Because... Okay, so nothing bad happened yet, but... Oh, those were so cool. If I can have those as little decorations, that'd be so cool. 10 clay. 2 deposits. Every time he breathes like that, I feel like there's a wolf coming behind me to eat me. It's really infuriating. Alright, so take that one. I wonder how heavy these are, because this is starting to feel like it's weighing me down somewhat. Okay.
The heat is unbearable.
Well, you're gonna have to suffer through it because we have nothing else for you to... Aha. Give. Give. I feel like my loot goblinness is going a little bit overboard on this, but I feel like if we don't pick them up, they're not going to be here when we come back. And also, I really hope he doesn't feel like we're stealing them. You know what? We'll come back, because we are getting ultra heavy now. Okay. Here's all the clay you wanted. Will you finish your story now? Alright, alright. So, as I've already said, Jordan was much of a fighter back then. He didn't have any money nor connections, but he had one thing. An unusual ability. You see, from an early age, Jordan was an exceptionally good liar. No sweaty palms, no voice cracks, no tells really. Calm, steady breaths, eye contact held all the way. He eventually managed to handle any kind of pressure, even in the craziest of situations, but it wasn't that at first he felt no pressure lying, no stress at all. It was as natural for him as breathing. He had absolutely no remorse. He came up with a plan so immensely moronic and unrealistic that it's really hard to believe that it worked so perfectly. At first he convinced the nearby town's tailor to sew him a whole set of clothes worthy of the most wealthy nobleman. Finest fabrics, silken threads, you name it, horrendously expensive. How did he manage to afford it, you may ask? It's simple. He didn't pay for it. So he stole it. I said no such thing. Jordan wasn't a thief. Not in the traditional meaning of the word, at least. Apart from that, did I finish the damn story? While wearing his new clothes, he travelled to the castle of the king of that realm and entered it. Okay. Now I know you're making all this up. It's simply impossible. Ha ha ha! You're absolutely right. It is. It's mad to even consider trying to pull that off, but Jordan, he just walked straight in. I don't blame you for doubting me. Damn, I would have been first to doubt a thing like that if I didn't see him doing it hundreds of times later with my own eyes. Anyway, he walked right into the castle, and once he was there, he followed through with his plan, which was betting his wife. Whose wife? The king's. The king's wife. So the queen. Indeed. So let me get this straight. The plan was to get into the castle and lay the queen? Or lay with the queen? Exactly that. You were right. This is the most absurdly idiotic plan I've ever heard of. I told you, but it worked like a charm. I still don't get it. What worked? What is he accomplished by that? After the lovemaking, he dressed up, deliberately leaving his undergarments on the bedside, and told the queen he'll be right back with some refreshments. Then he went to one of the king's guards and told them that he saw the queen with a company of a strange man sneaking into one of the chambers. The guard rushed in and witnessed the queen naked in bed with a man's clothes right next to her. As a loyal servant, the guard reported the matter directly to the king himself, who, as you can probably imagine, became furious to say the least. He couldn't really punish his wife, that would be bad for his reputation, but he could pursue her lover. Unfortunately for him, at this point, Jordan was long gone from the castle, riding a beautiful bay mare he borrowed from the stable and into the sunset. I still don't get it. You see, the king didn't catch the filthy seducer, but it didn't mean he couldn't track him down and find him. To do so, the only track he could follow was the one thing that Jordan left behind, except his undergarments and a pleasurable memory from the queen. His name. Not his real name, of course, the name he used when introducing himself to the queen, which was Lord of the Orchards. Precisely. Now you get it. Huh, that's incredible. The Lord's head must have left the company of his body promptly. Didn't I get along? That's pretty extreme. He didn't get killed. That wouldn't be in Eorden's style. The queen begged for his life to be spared, so the king threw him in the dungeon where he spent all the days he had left. Eorden was amazing. All that with just the power of his wits and speech. He surely showed the Lord that he didn't or shouldn't have wronged him. Don't get me wrong. Don't get the wrong idea about his reasons. Jordan didn't get through all of that just because of what the Lord did to him. You see, the Lord was a cruel, merciless brute. He mistreated all of his subjects, killed for fun, raped for sport. People used to call him Laundryman because one of his habits was drowning his bastards in the lake after birth. Oh my god, like unwanted kittens. Damn. Jordan needed to stop him, and he did, but that's not the end of the story. After the Lord's capture, someone had to take his place. He didn't have any rightful successors, but then, just with an uncanny perfect timing, came a distant cousin of the Lord's, a charming young man with two different eyes. You got to be kidding me. He easily acquired all possessions of his sentenced relative, but Jordan didn't want any of that, not for himself, so he took only 3 bags of coins from the treasury and left everything else in the hands of the peasants. They were elated. He still probably is still probably worshipped there, I can tell you that. Oh, and one more thing. Why 3 bags, you might ask? That's easy. One for the tailor, another one for the stableman he took the horse from, and the last one for himself. With the exact amount of coins he was rightly supposed to earn for his work at the orchard. I told you, Jordan wasn't a thief, and that was it. He mounted his beautiful mare and left the realm, continuing his adventures. At least that's the story he used to tell us, so nothing of that may be true at all, but that's just how it was with Jordan. Now I understand what you and Unigos were talking about. He really does seem surreal. I can't believe that you were talking about my uncle. Portray him as as a simple merchant, successful but normal, mortal. Yeah, I was wondering if he was really mortal many times. Well, now we know. But wait, you didn't tell me what was the purpose of the Undying Fist. Well, I thought it would be obvious by now. On that day, Jordan's mission was born. He knew that the spoiled, rotten elites like that were scattered all around the world, draining life and dignity from the hard-working, simple folk. And that he was capable of stopping them, at least. So that's exactly what he started doing. overthrowing corrupted lords and giving back to the community. Sounds like a hero, a true hero. Well, it wasn't like, I mean, yeah, I guess you could say that. So how did you join the pack? Jordan worked solo until he met Jordan was working solo until he met Unighost. That rat's agile fingers could work where Jordan's tongue didn't, and then they needed someone with other talents that were lacking, like strength, manliness, bravery, independence, gallantry, integrity. Right, I think I get the picture. So they recruited the best there was. I was between jobs at the time, so I gave them a chance, and finally the pack started to really make a difference. But I don't like to brag. Oh yes, I've noticed. Humble to the bone. I have a different opinion about that. Thank you for noticing. People at my level don't need to boast about their skills. Just like the sun doesn't need to prove it's bright. Anyhow, I already spoke more words to you than I did the last 5 years to anybody, so it's time for you to go, and preferably don't come back, ever. It was a pleasure. A great pleasure and true honour. Yeah, I don't care. Leave now. And in return for giving away my location, deliver this precious meal to Unighost. It's his favourite. A knuckle sandwich. Do you want me to hit him in the face? Did I stutter? No, sir. Of course, sir. I am on my way, sir. Complete some quests for neighbours. Deliver their knuckle sandwich to Unighost. Okay, so now I have to make my way back home and save quickly. And hope that the wolf doesn't come for me. Okay, so we are turning. Sorry about that. And heading all the way back. And I would love to light a torch at the moment, folks, but I feel like if I do that, probably balls. Nope. Yep. No. Bad dog. You coming back? Okay. And if he's not coming back, then I am gonna take a very quick moment. It's for healing. Oh, crud. I need to go and get more of that eventually. And we'll eat that. And try and get back here. At least we fended off the wolf this time though, instead of dying to it, so that's positive. can't pick up any. St. John's Wort. On the way. Oh. And St. John's Wort should be wait a minute. That's not the right one, is it? What? Hmm. I was sure it was the St. John's Wort stuff. It's not. That's for detox. What was for healing? Oh, I just went and ate my stores of that. That's annoying. So we need to figure out what exactly it is that provides that health benefit. It's not either of those two. Alright, there was something back towards the town. There was something that, like the town that we came from, that let you regen 5 health, but if we can get back to, if we can get back home, we should be able to just rest for the night. That you guys have got like a tanner here and more folks, so we're gonna have to come back over here at some point anyway, just to no, can't harvest that. So yeah, just to talk to people and see. We are almost back home, which is fine. And then we need to complete 3 quests for neighbors, so we need to talk to more people in town. Hopefully they're not as long-winded as the pack members, and we can start to do favors for people. This is pike fishing. Okay. We should be alright. Oh, no. There. We should be okay to have our torch on now. There's no wolves in the area, which is nice. And there's the bridge. We're getting closer. This is broadleaf plantain. Is that what I'm missing? Is that... Oh, for goodness sake, we had it the whole time. Partly. Alright, so that's... Okay, so broadleaf plantain, which is all around where we live, so that's good. And there's that henbane stuff again, which... A type of herb used for reducing alcohol intoxication. Fair, okay. We are going to head back. $13, yep. I don't know how to... I don't know how to clean... I don't know how to do that in this game, so we're just gonna have to... Alright, so we're back at home. And we're gonna sleep through the night. Till the next day. And then we will get up. And here we are. All nice in the morning. But yeah, turn around and nope. Show our pretty house. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna leave it there, folks. We have been running for quite a while at the minute. Tomorrow, the next time, jump back in so that we can go deliver our knuckle sandwich to Unigost and maybe do a bit of flirting, because that's part of our quests at the moment. So, yeah, I am enjoying this playthrough at the moment. I'm sorry it's been a little bit slow going to begin with, but you know what? We're learning and we are doing the quest lines and stuff, especially as someone that has never played the game before. So, yeah, I am going to round it out here, folks, and I really hope you have enjoyed this video. Hit the like button, the subscribe and bell buttons so you don't miss any future content. And let me know what you think in the comments section. And I'm honestly, the more I play it, the more I want to play it, so that's good. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you next time. Cheerio, folks.